Okay, out running some errands. Thought I'd bring you along here, getting ready for my Wednesday video. And windshield's dirty. I guess while I'm out, I need to get the truck cleaned as well. Yes, I do have a co-pilot. Hope you guys are all doing well today. And enjoy following along. These might fail. Well, time will tell. I'm sure that the working load and the braking are different. Hello, I'm Robert, and you're welcome here in my busy little shop. Hopefully you enjoyed that little intro video, a little bit of music to get started. I was out running errands to grab some supplies for today's video, and I thought you'd enjoy following along. So today's video is, it's about contact adhesive, and I think there's a couple things that generate a lot of debate in the leathercraft world. One of them is, buying an imported leather as opposed to a domestic leather. Let's say Herman Oak versus the MTL leather. I did that video a couple weeks ago, and I'll put a link to that video in the description. If you didn't see it, I think you might find it interesting, but I compared how they tool, the burnish, and all of that. So you can go back to that video. But there's a few things, I think, in the leathercraft world. That is one of them that creates a lot of conversation, and I think maybe at times confusion. The other one is contact adhesive. I see people all the time, what contact adhesive should I use? So the video today, I'm gonna set up and I'm gonna do a in-depth comparison of, I've got 4 different contact adhesives here: the Weldwood, the Master, the Barge, and the Rihanna Aquilium 315. I think I said that right. Apologize if I didn't. But this came about because Pat from Montana Leather said that it's a big point of discussion in the store when people are in, they're buying supplies, and they're asking the staff for help. How do I know which one to use? Which one is better? And better, how do you measure better? My guess is that they'll all work. So how do you measure one work better than the other? So that's the topic of the video that I'm going to be creating, but I wanted some of your help. When I created the leather comparison video, I had a few people say, well, you should have done this to that. So I'm here today asking you, what do you want me to test? How do you want me to test? If you say, I only use barge and I use it because of this, then put that in the comments and tell me why you use that. And it'd be helpful if you gave me something that is, if you say I use barge because it's better, well, that's not something that I can know how you're measuring better. So if you say I like it because of how it spreads, I like it because of the lack of smell. I know there's people that are going to say that on the Rihanna here because it says it's water-based. What does that mean? I'm not going to get into a big discussion on that. I came from the coatings world. That's where I spent 38 years of my working career was in the coatings world. And so we could get into all of that. It's interesting, just so you know, if you're using this, if you read the material safety data sheet, it says use outdoors or in a well-ventilated area, which is exactly the same as what I found on the weldwood. Use outdoors or in a well-ventilated area. So anyway, I don't want to get too far off topic for today's video, but I went out and I bought the same brushes so that I'm using the exact same brush in each one of them to see, to take out the fact that maybe the brush that's in this can is different than the brush that's in this can, or, in comparison to my glue pot. This is my trusty glue pot here that I've been using for, I think for a couple of years now. I lose track sometimes. A lot of times I'm like, when did I record that video on that particular item? This is not a TS Boy glue pot. I had a couple of the TS Boy glue pots, but they failed. One of them just after, I think it was like less than 3 weeks. So I purchased these. These are medium glue pots. They're not TS Boy. And sorry, Pat, this came from Springfield Leather. If Pat had a glue pot like this, I would have bought it there. But it came from Springfield Leather. So I ended up buying 2 more of those. And the reason why is because when I do the comparison video on these, I'm going to go a step further, and that is I'll pick 3 of them. This one's already got weldwood in it, but I'll put 2 of these others in these, and I want to use them then over the following, well, if I have 3 quarts, that'll probably take me about 2 months to use that up. So over a 2-month period. And so I'll probably comment a few times as I'm going through there that maybe this one got thick faster, or, whatever challenges that I might have. So I thought that would be one way of doing that comparison. So it's going to be a little bit of an ongoing deal. But I think a lot of times when we think about it, we think about maybe how easy it is to spread. So what I'll do is I'll open up and I'll get fresh samples of each one of these, and I'll do my best to try to convey that. The problem with a lot of testing that you do there, some of it is somewhat subjective. I like the odor of weldwood over barge or barge over weldwood. Well, that could be you and what you like. And I'm not trying to be argumentative. I'm just trying to say the things that I'd really like to know is how do you want to test it? I'd like to test to fail. That's what, in the coatings world, we'd set up and we would do tests, maybe an abrasion test or an adhesion test to find that out. My guess is that, and I could be surprised, but I believe that all 3 of these, if we apply them in like manner, the leather, if you try to pull it apart, the leather will fail before the contact adhesive. But that'll be one of the things that I want to test. I have an idea on some testing for that, so maybe you can give me your ideas on that as well. Leather is it's a natural product, and we all know, if you're in the leather world, that the leather, it varies in density from, that's one of the things I think people say, that the Herman oak has a more dense, or maybe Wicked Craig has a more dense hide than maybe an import. So when I do these tests, I'm going to cut them all from the same hide. The leather straps that I use, I'll cut from the same hide. I'll cut it from the same area on the hide. So you don't need to put that in the comments, all neck or all bend or all bellies, whatever it is. But I'm not going to compare one to the other, because I have a feeling that it's going to, the failure is going to be, once again, the leather. And if it's in a softer area, say neck or belly, that will delaminate obviously quicker than it would if it was from the butt end of the hide. So yeah, so I've got the Weldwood, the Master, the Barge, and the Aquilium 315. And I reached out to Aquilium 315, the parent company out of Georgia. Hopefully I hear back from them before I get into the real testing, because I was really kind of surprised. I don't know if anybody else has read this, but it says leather to leather, apply to one side and bond while wet. So they're saying that you would apply it to one side of the two pieces, and while it's still wet, you put it together. And I think one of the reasons why we use contact adhesive is we want to, you know, align it and get it put in place. And once it's put in place, it doesn't move on us, which is really important, especially on some projects. It does say here further on, other materials apply to both sides, let dry until transparent or dry with heat, and press appropriate pressure, whatever that means. Trim and straight after. Trim and finish straight after. So anyway, if you've got some opinions on there, and like I said, hopefully before I get too in-depth into here, I've already called, left a voicemail with them. I'll send them an email as well. You know, they may just you know, refer me back to the data page on it, which that's what it tells you on the data page there. So I'll do my best to try to get you a video that compares those. And yeah, it's probably gonna be a little bit of a long video, because if I, you know, cut away and say I applied it to all those and this one applied better or spread easier, then that may, you know, not be trustworthy either. So anyway, tell me how you want to see the test. How do you say that yours is better, or that, you know, one is better than the other? Take out of the equation the pricing. I am going to look a little bit at spread rate. So, and then that's somewhat subjective in my opinion on the spread rate on it. But I've got a couple ideas on measuring out the exact same amount. But I go on and on. I said today's video was going to be short. At least that's what I told myself. So yeah. I think that's everything I wanted to say about that. I'll, like I said, I'll get this video out. Please get back to me fairly quick on it, because I need to get this video. I really want to get it done before the end of April here. And so as it is, it's probably going to be in the first week of May that I create the video, and then I have to get it edited, uploaded, and all of that. I feel like I'm rambling though, probably because I probably am. So I'll wrap up there. I really do appreciate you taking time to watch the video today, and I really do appreciate if you'll put a comment in there, you know, what you like about yours, and give me some ideas on what you want to see on a comparison video between the two of them. And I'll take that all into consideration here in just a few days when I start this project there. Appreciate you being here today. Please like, share, and subscribe, but more importantly, I hope you have a great day.